Goalies are like superheroes in the game, and their saves can be truly out of this world. This save from West Country during the World Cup shocked everyone, even though it was only one of many unbelievable shots pulled off by top-level keepers. Colombia versus France, 2022. In extra time at the World Cup semi-final, Francis Coquelin had a chance to win it all for his country, except that he didn't score, and neither did anyone else in their match against Argentina. Martinez made a stunning save, and Coloccini couldn't believe it. Not only the entire stadium but even Argentina's players were stunned by this incredible play. The team went on to win the match in penalties, and Messi was unable or unwilling. Martinez made a game-saving play for France and will be remembered as one of the most legendary goalkeepers in World Cup history. See? When it comes to incredible saves at the World Cup, you just don't get better than Martinez saving France from elimination with his heroic performance. And that's why every night when I close my eyes, the 2010 World Cup final between Spain and the Netherlands was a tense match. But before anyone could realize what had happened, Arjen Robben took advantage of some sloppy play from Spanish defender to sneak in alone against the keeper, feet celebrating a goal, but Iker Casillas had other plans and stamped down on the occasion. Maradona was the hand of God. Casillas would have been his feet. That save kept Spain in the game, and they won in extra time. Legendary goalies Manuel Neuer's save against the GOAT was out of this world, and it happened during a crucial Champions League game in which Bayern Munich faced Real Madrid, a stacked team with Ronaldo on it. Madrid had been dominating the match, but one time Benzema slipped Ronaldo through to goal only for Manuel Neuer. Spasser. With a little space and just Neuer to beat, CR7 had the opportunity to score. But in an astonishing transformation from man to beast, Neuer turned back time and saved it. One-handed, he beat it off. No way, that dude's a machine. Or maybe it's just a German thing. World-class saves from guys like Neuer and Roos, who was making amazing double saves in front of thousands, happen all the time. A few months later, we saw another example. When an opposing player tried to take advantage of Germany's backline by putting his own goalie up for that country's spot on their team roster, Kepa performed a triple save. Not one, not two, but 3 saves in a row. It was crazy until I saw this guy's unbelievable quadruple save. This incredible save set a new standard for goalies everywhere. In 2005, when Liverpool was 3-0 down to AC Milan in the Champions League, it looked like curtains for the Merseyside club. But out of nowhere came this amazing stop from goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek that made fans' jaws drop. All across Europe had a glorious chance to make it 4-0 and completely destroy the Reds. But Jerzy Dudek said no in dramatic fashion. Point-blank double save. It was the difference too. Liverpool fought back from 3-2 down to force extra time. And then Dudek's heroics gave them the edge in a penalty shootout against Marcelo, who had been so impressive himself. Saves in a final, so Thibaut Courtois took a page off his book, pulled off a bunch of amazing saves against Liverpool last year, including this stunner. Maine couldn't believe it. Just like everyone watching at home, Courtois somehow managed to tip. He kept the ball out of his net and won him a Man of the Match award. The first goalkeeper ever to do so. Courtois' tip-over from close range reminded me of Aaron Ramsey's save. That gave him a new nickname. Arsenal was facing Chelsea in 2014, but Sanchez had just scored for them instead. When James Maddison had a free kick just a few meters off the edge of the box, everyone knew Leicester's incredible technique. Dead balls including the Arsenal defense, so they stacked the wall pretty hard and heavy, but Manners still managed to get it over that line, as if by magic. And I swear on my life this isn't an April Fool's joke. It actually happened. They can call him Catman from now on because out of nowhere a feline appeared who whipped his tail just in time for Maitland-Niles' poke to go home. In 2012, Peter Cech used one hand to make an epic save. In 2018, he's still doing it. Now here's the deal. Chelsea was playing Man United when a cross came in, and the entire Chelsea defense got caught sleeping, so all Javier Hernandez needed to do was just get his head on the ball. But that's when Shaq decided to show everyone. Boy, he is one of the best goalies in history, because it's illegal. That's why he is an icon in FIFA. Chelsea versus Man U always goes extra hard on the goalies, because just a few months later, it was David De Gea's turn, and Juan Mata took a free kick on the edge of the box. But as he struck it, a defender flew out from nowhere and tipped it away what would have been an easy goal. He made this impossible save from Tour's free kick. It was crazy, like he had a magnet in his gloves or something, because the ball should have gone straight into the net, but instead it hit him and bounced back out into Farsa's control. I'm gonna put that one at 5 on my list of all-time great saves. Thiago had started a great run for Bayern, and he then tripped up Robert Lewandowski. In front of the net, there was no better player than Louis, who took his shot. I thought that surely some Bayern fans were celebrating having scored, but alas, when it came to incredible saves, Ter Stegen would be hard-pressed. He showed off by making a one-handed save, then he embarrassed his opponent with a wicked shot. In an instant, Damon moved back in time to prevent the ball from going into the net. Slow-motion replay shows how close it came to crossing over. Inches away. Just amazing stuff. Seeing a once great player like this makes me feel nostalgic for my childhood watching his games. Damon Seaman was definitely one of those players. In the 2003 FA Cup final against Southampton, a corner was whipped in, and after it hit Paul Pesci Solido on his shin guard, much to the goalkeeper's dismay, the ball hit his head, and he was nearly 2 meters outside the post. But just as he began to turn away in celebration, David Seaman pulled off one of the most elastic saves of all time. The dude was 39 years old at one of the 3 best strikers in that tournament was René Higuita, who played for Colombia against England in 1995. Jamie Redknapp attempted a cross into the box with his left foot and put it directly to Higuita's feet. However, this next dude, who happened to be one beast, gets regurged on by Mourinho in a top-of-the-table clash. In 2015, Granada was facing relegation from La Liga, the top division of Spanish football. They were in poor form and had lost their previous 2 matches. Real Madrid, on the other hand, were the defending champions and were in first place in the league. The match between Granada and Real Madrid was played at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium in Madrid. The home crowd was expecting a comfortable win for Real Madrid, but Granada had other ideas. The match was evenly balanced for most of the first half, but Granada took the lead in the 38th minute through El Arabi. Real Madrid equalized in the 42nd minute through Cristiano Ronaldo, but Granada went back in front in the 54th minute through Youssef El Arabi. With the match tied at 2-2, it looked like Granada were going to hold on for a draw. But then, in the 82nd minute, Ronaldo produced a moment of magic. He received the ball on the edge of the penalty area, turned and jumped into the air, and executed a perfect bicycle kick that flew past the goalkeeper and into the net. The goal was a stunning piece of skill, and it sent the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium into ecstasy. Real Madrid went on to win the match 3-2, and Ronaldo's goal helped to save his team from defeat. The bicycle kick goal was one of the most memorable goals in Ronaldo's career. It was a truly incredible piece of skill, and it helped to cement his status as one of the greatest footballers of all time. The fans cheered loudly throughout the match, mainly because they knew goalkeeper Gordon Banks was an excellent player. However, just before he blew his whistle to end the game and award their team a goal for its efforts, Banks made one final save during the first half, but no one could believe that it hadn't gone in. Not even Pelé. Haley flew down to England a couple of years later and invited Banks over for tea at his suite so he could find out.